Good evening, everybody. Miss Jackie here, and once again, I'm coming in with a replay from our friend Sarah the Explorer, who is also a streamer and a very good friend of mine, an amazing light tank player, and she's playing the M41D, an actual relic, an actual tank that nearly nobody plays it nowadays, and she did such a huge mongoose battle, and let's check it out. Maybe I'm gonna learn one or the other thing for her. So the M41D was brought in the game in 2019, has never been this super duper popular light tank because there were always much better light tanks in the game, but nowadays people don't play it. It's one of those tanks who just sit somewhere in the corner of your garage. On this map, Sarah chose to take this bush, trying to spot the tanks going up on the one line or the heavies crossing towards the city. She chose this position. Another option would have been the other side on the 9-0 line, but the elk is already there doing a good job. He's very advanced in the bushes. This is also a position that I take, and the TVP is doing a blind shot in the bush, okay? Nothing unusual. And I want to show you this. I was talking about it in the last video. If you notice how she's playing light tanks. I call this playing the light tank with the back. This is how you play not only light tanks, but also medium tanks without armor. You're gonna say that if you sit with the front, you might get one or the other bounces sometimes, which is true, by the way. Very suspicious second shot on the TVP. And at this point, it is a little bit curious because he only made 2 blind shots. And he happened to hit those blind shots exactly where Sarah was. If he would have made a multitude of blind shots and he happened to hit 2, I would have said, yeah, okay, but this is pretty good. Anyway, we're gonna get past that. Let's return with the strategy of playing with the back. I think it's more important that when you are in this position and you get spotted, you leave straight with the front and have nice speed and get out of there. It's gonna help you so much more. You should try it. I've seen many people playing with their light tanks or medium tanks without armor with the front. They get spotted and they start going backwards and they start taking shots from everywhere, and in many situations they directly die. But this strategy is gonna help you go straight with the front speed and get out of there. Because trust me, you're rarely gonna get bounces if you sit with the front at tanks. Okay, at this point, maybe it's the best choice to go on the other side. I didn't notice what happened and the elk died. Maybe he shot and he got spotted. The enemy M41 has not been spotted. So at this point, we don't know exactly where he is. By the way, Sarah is playing with Butch. Butch is also a very good friend, and I'm also gonna pin his stream link and Sarah's stream link in the comments. He's playing the Object 160G. This is the tank that you can get yourself for Battle Pass points. I don't have it yet. I chose to take the Arak, the tier 9 light tank, which is not the best, but this is another story. At this point, Sarah is trying to shoot something. The SU is in her range. And yeah, M41 is definitely not the best tank. It doesn't have the best alpha, but somehow she makes it work. Right now, she has the first shots of damage, and she is trying to shoot the TS5. Sadly, the gun is missing. And the modules that she is using are Commander's Vision, Low Exhaust, and Optics. These are usually the standard modules that are being used for a light tank, and she's getting proxy spotted. And she's getting all the assists for the Scorpion because he got bam! He got smacked really nice. Now she waits until she gets unspotted to probably try and go and spot something else. The thing is that right now everybody spot except for the M M41. We don't know where he is. It's 5 to 5. The situation is equal, but we don't know where the M41 is. And this is a very important detail. He could be AFK. He could be in this row of bushes, but Sarah is going in. She's risking it. He could be waiting for Sarah here in the corner and spot her and she'll die, but she goes for it. She wants to see what's going on. She needs to do something to help her team. And the MD is not here. Let's see. Such a nice shot. Such a nice shot through a little gap. And Sarah is going for it. She doesn't have that much HP. So if she would get caught on the wrong foot, she's gonna get killed very easy. She does have some assist, a little bit of damage. And she can see the issue going back. He also doesn't have much HP. She smacks him and bam, down he goes. She found the M41D. Well, we don't know what's going on because he's not moving. Yes, he happens to be AFK. The M41D. Super lucky is AFK and never refuse free damage. With ketchup. Put some ketchup on it. He got disconnected. Unlucky guy. Or maybe he went for dinner. We don't know what's going on. Or maybe he decided to be a pacifist and not fight in this battle. But Sarah is getting some nice damage on it. And their team had no scout. Alright, at this point, it's 11 to 10. Their heavies are putting pressure on the city. And she's going with her light tank from the back. I can tell you one thing about Sarah. She is fearless. She doesn't care that she's in a tiny, defenseless, armorless light tank. She will go against heavies. She will bully them. She will harass them. And she's gonna make them cry. She has been noticed at this point. And the 7-3 is coming for her. Plus the Skoda is also coming for her. They don't like the Sarah is still alive. But Sarah, let's see what she's doing. She's gonna choose the bush line. Yes. She's gonna choose the bush line. I will predict that they will show up there definitely. And the Skoda is also crossing. They are wondering where she is. But she's spotting for the Ferdinand, for the MX at this point. She shot. This point she shot. Probably the 703 was pinging to the Skoda that she is here. And she's going for it. She's double pushing and spotting them and shooting them and damaging them. I don't know why the Ferdinand is not shooting. Like she has to do her own spotting. Double bush, you saw she's playing with the back in case she gets spotted, that she runs away with the front. And the damage. So the 703 just gave up. She's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I have no chance to outspot the light tank. He's outspotting me. He's shooting me. I'm out of here. And Sarah is just marching with her pink camo over the bush line, trying to outspot the 703. IS-3A, we haven't seen him in quite some time. We don't know exactly what he's doing, where he is. And at this point, just takes just a little bit of patience. Okay, I see that Sarah has a plan. And she seems to be going back. And IS-3 has been spotted. I thought he's maybe FK. Obviously he wasn't. He was planning to take over the world at the right moment. If I would have been the Amix, I wouldn't have stayed in this bush line. I would have maybe tried to be on E0 or F0 in one of those upper bushes. Because if she shoots from the bush line and the 703 is there, he's gonna get spotted and probably killed. Okay, Sarah is spotting the type, Sarah is shooting the type. And she's turning. This has to be something that gets in your habit. Turn with your light tank, with your tank with medium tank, fast medium tank without armor, with the back, to get ready to run away with the front in case you get spotted. It has to become like a habit. She's against the type. He doesn't know where she is. He knows he's spotted, but he doesn't know where she is. She's trying to take enough distance to be able to shoot him without getting spotted. Now he knows that she's here, but finally, the Amix is shooting, but it happens exactly what I was saying. By sitting in that bush line, he gets spotted and he gets shot and he dies for it. But Sarah also killed the type. Now it's Sarah, Ferdinand versus the 703. The 703 is very low HP, maybe too shottable for Sarah, and she goes for it. Such a nice battle, really nice battle. She has awesome damage, she has assist, she has 3 kills. And I assume the 703 is in the same position. Okay. Hasn't been spotted yet. Let's see. Because Sarah, she's careful, she also has only 410 HP. Doesn't want to risk anything. She still has time, like 3 minutes on the clock. And waiting to see where he pops up. Ferdinand is also around. In case Sarah gets killed, maybe the Ferdinand can do the rest of the job. What I would recommend you guys to have a second setup for scouts. In case you play a full city map, for example, like Himmelsdorf. A second scout setup. English language is hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes. Okay, 703 disappeared. He's not here anymore. He decided to run away somewhere. And let's see where he's trying to hide. 2 minutes on the clock. There he is. She managed to spot him. Double bush. Use the trees. Nice. Very good job. Amazing battle. Amazing battle, guys. Let's see the results. And this deserve a hallelujah. And 3,711 damage with 3 kills with 2,255 of assist. Really nice battle. Patrol duty and scout. Ace tanker, obviously, 1,544 base XP, 40 shots fired, 24 direct hits, 23 penetration, very nice hit penetration ratio, 124,000 credits profit. Amazing battle with a totally not amazing tank. Congrats to Sarah. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can join my Discord server because we have a channel where you guys can post your good battles, your replays there, and once a week I'm gonna do videos with the replays, and the replays who cannot make it in the videos, they are gonna be shown on the stream so we can show love to everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys on the stream. You are awesome and have a nice evening.